baby get human rights, in your view?
Well, I think that whether you're looking at it from a theological perspective or a scientific perspective, answering that question with specificity, is above my pay grade. Above my pay grade.
What you talking about?
Above my pay grade. But let me just speak more generally about the issue of abortion.
What a maroon. What an ignoramus.
Because this is something obviously the country wrestles with.
Now, I say cut that out. What's it all about, boy? Elucidate.
One thing that I'm absolutely convinced of is that there is a moral and ethical element to this issue. And so I think anybody who tries to deny the moral difficulties and gravity of the abortion issue, I think, is not paying attention. So that'd be point number one. But point number two, I am pro-choice. I believe in Roe versus Wade, and I come to that conclusion not because I'm pro-abortion.
And they vote on the baby like it's survivor.
But because ultimately I don't think women make these decisions casually.
Woman get pregnant, she don't want to hear shit from the man.
I think they wrestle with these things in profound ways.
Her and her girlfriends get together and they have a little abortion tribunal.
In consultation with their pastors.
Monica Lewinsky.
Or their spouses.
So what you gonna do?
Or their doctors.
And the other girlfriend goes, ain't we supposed to go to Cancun next week? Give me that baby!
And so for me, the goal right now should be, and this is where I think we can find common ground.
What you talking about?
And by the way, I've now inserted this into the Democratic Party platform.
What you talking about?
Is how do we reduce the number of abortions?
What you talking about?
Because the fact is that although we've had a president who's opposed to abortion over the last 8 years, abortions have not gone down.
There's something going on around here that just...
Thank you.
I think it's tremendous. No, you know what? We're having a good time trying to help out.
Well, I'm very appreciative. It sounds fabulous. I got a full report from Kelly today when she got back and told me everything that you're doing, and it just sounds like it's going to be a great event. But I just wanted to call and personally thank all of you. I'm glad you were all together so that I could tell you how much this means to me, and it's going to mean a lot to the president, too.
This 5-minute videotape, which was taken in the offices of where a call was received from Hillary Clinton, but has her voice on it quite clearly, shows a number of violations of the law. First of all, it shows that she had personal involvement and personal knowledge of the details of this gala, whereas she has had her representatives in the criminal court, in the civil case, and before the FEC represent that she had no knowledge of this. So that is suborning perjury. That is obstructing justice. You hear her describing how she solicited a contribution by Cher, who was to be one of the main performers at this gala. Now, what she did there would be legal only if the services of Cher to come and sing at a concert are worth less than $2,000. Therefore, she was soliciting an illegal contribution, so that too is a violation of the law. What this tape shows is that contrary to the idea that some high-minded citizens got together and put together this gala for the benefit of the Clinton campaign, that she was directly, specifically involved in the planning of this. She says on this tape that Kelly, which means Kelly Craighead, her White House liaison, had fully briefed her, quote unquote, up to the point of the phone call, and furthermore that she would keep her informed after that. So there's the connection of the candidate to this allegedly independent program. And the FEC law is quite clear. It is a felony, punishable by up to 5 years in jail, for a candidate to be directly involved in this sort of fundraising activity if it exceeds $25,000. And the FEC found that it exceeded $1.2 million. It's crime on tape. Very simple.
What we're seeing here is a corruption of the political process, a corruption of the electoral process.
Hillary Clinton and her representatives have been able to squash investigations in all three branches of government.
The corruption just seems to extend to everything.
We also have the largest fraud in election funding history. We also have the only instance I'm aware of where there is an electronic recording of the candidate involved in election felonies. When citizens truly care about an issue, they sometimes have to put their lives and careers on the line for that issue, and that's what Peter Paul is doing in this case. United States.
Good evening. This afternoon in this room, from this chair, Monica Lewinsky moved on to my staff and my private parts. Even presidents have private parts, and that is why I'm spanking Monica Lewinsky tonight. Indeed, I have a relationship with Miss Lewinsky that's nobody's business but ours. In fact, it's love with Miss Lewinsky, not only Monica Lewinsky. In fact, that no American citizen would ever want to watch. But I told the grand jury today, and I say to you now, I people, including even my wife. I deeply regret that. I can only tell you I was motivated by and I say to you now, I intend to lie, to hide or destroy evidence. I must do whatever it takes to get on with Monica Lewinsky. And so tonight, I ask you to turn away from the spectacle of me or my wife. It is time to stop the prying into my relationship with Monica Lewinsky. It is private. It's nobody's business but ours. Thank you and good night.
Democrat basically he was selected, not elected yet, and I just disagree with a lot of his policies, and I have an admiration and respect for Senator McCain because of his experience, because of him being a veteran, and I just think that you have to look at the resumes and you have to look at them stacked up next to each other. And as American, I have a right to vote for anybody I want to vote for. I'm putting, my country before my party.
And the last time we talked, we said, what if Hillary Clinton were the vice presidential nominee? And at that time you said, still no, would not vote for Barack Obama.
I'm finished with the party, the Democrat Party.
And action.
That's all, folks.
Cut. Porky. Could we just get a little bit of the stutter?
If this is being...
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration? Please, continue.
There's nothing... For some, nagging questions remain.
Did you know that he had made these statements before the videotape appeared?
Frankly, I didn't.
What?
I wasn't in church during... the time that these statements were made.
What? Say what again?
I did not hear such incendiary language.
You're a fucking mumbling, stuttering little fuck. You know that?
I don't think that my church is actually particularly controversial.
What? No. Not God bless America. God damn America.
Those are not statements that I ever heard when I was sitting in the pews.
Bullshit! I want the truth!
This is a church that I have been a member of for 20 years.
Goddamn America!
You can walk out of a church.
And as I said, Anderson, if I had heard...
So this was a short reminder for your memory about who are they the Democrat. Find me one Democrat was not filthy. I'm talking about leaders, by the way, not about people. Honestly, aren't you sick to be a Democrat? Isn't it sick to be one? Take my advice and don't waste your time. This party is going to die sooner or later. And let me tell you what is going to happen. If Obama lose, the Democrat will die. And if Obama win, the Democrat will die too. How? Simply, if Obama lose, they will lose their faith in this party, because this party always chooses a very stupid decision. They keep losing and getting beaten. Secondly, if Obama win, and I don't think this will happen, but if this happened, the Democrat, they will lose all the people who support them, because they will see every word they said in the election, It is not what is going to be happen later, and they will lose their faith in such a party because they say something and they do something else. Learn from history. History repeats itself always. Go and see all the Democrat leaders and you will see what we are talking about. Say hello to Monica Lewinsky, and don't forget to bring her underwear to be a witness for the glory of Bill Clinton, and don't forget to ask Obama's wife how proud she was just 2 years ago about being American, and don't forget to ask Hillary Clinton what is keeping her with her husband, and don't forget to ask Al Gore what is the connection between farting and the global warming when you are using a jet just to travel by yourself. Follow with me.